Hi there, it's Kathy with Be Creative with Kathy. In this video, I'm going to show you how we put together May's Stamp Club packet. So we're going to start with, I think, the more complicated card, which is this purple packet here. Let me get all those little pieces. We need this circle out of there too. Let's get in the camera, Kathy. There we go. So we need all these pieces here. Now your packet, this might be folded in half, so it might look a little bit different. And the designer series paper in your packet might look a little different too. But we're gonna go ahead and start by just taking this and fold it in half on that score line. We jumped right in there, didn't we? Okay, like that. And then let's look at the other pieces we have. So the designer series paper, there's a strip like this. This is going to be the inside bottom of our card, and these two pieces that are scored are going to be the little purse that's on the inside. Let me show you the card before I forget. Now, like I said, the designer series papers might be different. With this one, I did it for a top folding card like this. Now, I cased this from Debra Harrison with Stamp Sweet. I think that is, I'll put the description or her information below in the description. So she suggested that you make the card this way, and that way your little gift card that fits, let me find a gift card that fits in there doesn't fall out, right? But we did a little bit of looking and investigating, and that little gift card doesn't fall out. So today I'm going to make my card this way, and then the little gift card will still fit in there. Okay, just so you know, right? Okay, so this piece is what's gonna go. There's two pieces of basic white, and I am like not going in order or right, whatever, but there's two pieces. One's a little bit smaller. This is gonna be the inside. This one will have this little piece. Now yours might be longer and you might have to cut it down to size. And then you have this piece that'll fit on this basic white. And let's go ahead and just put that on there now, because we got it here, might as well get her done. Put this right here on this piece of basic white. There we go. Try to get it straight. Close enough, right? And then we'll put this onto the front of our card base. And because I want my card to fold up at the top this way, I'm gonna put it so that that designer series paper is to the left side, so it looks like that. Okay, now set that aside. Let's do some stamping first. There's not a lot of stamping on this card, and for some reason I like gray with purple, so I'm going to use basic gray ink. On my 2-inch circle, now I just punched this out with a 2-inch circle punch. I'm going to stamp that Make-A-Wish from the stamp set, which looks like this. Take that Make-A-Wish and just stamp it down right there. Nice. And then on this piece, I'm going to go ahead and attach this little piece of designer series paper down here at the bottom. And like I said, yours might be longer and you need to cut it down to size. For this packet that I have here, it matches up perfect. And then on the inside, I'm going to put Hope Your Day is Sweet. And then later when I go to mail it out, I'll probably stamp on there happy birthday. We'll see. I might just write hope you have a happy birthday, because that's my plan for these cards, is to be a birthday card. Okay, that's all the stamping that we're going to do. Let's do some die cutting now. Set all these pieces aside and bring in those dies. And I'll show you real quick what I'm going to set them. Set the dies on there. And then I'll bring in my machine and cut those out, okay? So we have this piece, whoops, goes this way on here, along with this piece that's gonna put the imprints on there for the cone. The larger part of the ice cream is gonna go on here, and this piece here is gonna go on there, okay? Let's bring in the machine and cut those out. Well, first I'll set them on here. I think it's easier. Whoop, got the platform. Plate number 1. I used to use my magic mat in place of plate number, or a cutting pad. It just saves wear and tear on my plates. Let's see if I can fit it all on there. I think I can fit it all on. Yes, I can. Looky there. Just bring in these two. Set that right there. Line it up so it looks good. Put that cutting plate on top. Bring in the machine and run that through there. Drum roll. And now we have all those little pieces die cut in one little swoop. So our cone now looks like that. Our ice cream base looks like that. And our pretty shimmer cone, or the top, I guess, the front of our ice cream. Careful when you take those out so you don't tear. There we go. And get my, take your pick tool. And get those loose. And I'm going to take this out very carefully for those little tiny pieces and part there. Don't get messed up in the process, okay? I'll throw these back with my die set real quick. Okay, let's go ahead now and put our ice cream together. Now our ice cream is going to have to be a little bit shorter than what the dies project, I guess you'd say, because our card base isn't that long. But to put this on top of here, now this is just a little technique or secret. It's not new by any means. I have some sponges here on a clothespin. You could also use a dauber. Sometimes I use a dauber, but I call it a sticky sponge because I'm going to just take some liquid glue here on my silicone mat and put my, now find a clean place on your silicone mat. Don't let this move, and we're going to just pick up that glue with the sponge and just kind of pounce it on there. Make sure this doesn't move because we only want glue on the back. We don't want any of that glue to get on the front. And then it's like this. Now this is just one way, makes putting, I can't do two things at once, hang on a second. To put this onto your paper just makes it a little easier. There we go. Now we have our ice cream onto our ice cream, okay? This piece here I'm gonna cut down a little bit. I'm gonna take my paper snips here and just cut off the top. We don't need this piece up here, about there, okay? Now that's all ready. Okay, let's go ahead, set all of our little pieces, make sure I have, oh, I'm gonna, nope, I'm not, I was gonna put that on the inside. I'm gonna wait until after my bag. Let's make the little purse for the inside. Put this away. We'll need this again for the next card. So I won't put it too far, but we'll set that aside. Let's make the little bag. So we have two pieces of designer series paper that are exactly the same. Now, if you want to make this card again and you want the measurements, I'll put the link to my blog below so you can find it, the measurements on there. Okay, we're gonna fold on all those score lines, and there's 1/2 inch here at the bottom, and then there's 3 that we're gonna fold like an accordion or like a W, so it looks like that. Okay, so we have this bottom one that we folded, that's folded anyway, and then we have the sides that we did the accordion fold on. There, make sure I get my accordion right. And I have it backwards. We want to go this route. Whoops, like this. Okay, so now we have 2 of those that look identical. Now we're going to take this bottom, here's the score line right here, right? We're going to cut these 3 sections off right here. And hopefully, it's kind of hard to see on the designer series paper. There it is. But we're going to just take those and cut them off. Now here's a little tip when you're making boxes and bags and stuff like this. You want to fold this over and make sure that you've cut it so it's above that score line. Mine's a little bit long. I'm going to just take it and cut it a little bit more like this. So that way when I fold it over, I can see this score line here, or this piece can fold up. Okay, let's do the same thing over here. So I'm going to cut up to that score line and then just cut that score line off. There it is. There we go. Then we're going to test it. Nope, it needs a little bit more off right here. Maybe if I'd cut it straight, it would be okay. And I'm even going to cut a little bit this way. There. I think that looks better. Yep, much better. Okay, now we have two pieces that look like this. Okay, so I'm going to fold this in. Now we want to leave our bottom flat. Don't fold your bottom anymore. Okay, we're going to take this and accordion fold it so the different pattern is showing. Excuse me. And we're going to put some liquid glue on there. Like this. Maybe we are. We are. On just that one tab right there. And then we're going to bring this corner over to here. So then we have another accordion over here. We're going to glue it together just like that. So then when that's done, you should have one piece of paper that looks like this. It has accordion fold, front, accordion fold, front. But now we're going to take this and accordion fold it again, and then put some liquid glue on just that tab. And then bring this over, and we're going to make this side flush with that. See how I did that? Now you have a book or a box that looks like that. Really, it's our purse. Okay. Oh, and you know what I forgot to do? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can get that apart. Shoot. Oh, Lord have mercy, Kathy. What are you thinking? We need to put our handles on there first. Okay, now I didn't put this in the supply, but I'm going to use some Scotch tape to apply my handles. So on this side, well, on both of them, we're going to do them the same. I'm going to put my ribbon down like this, take a little piece of tape, and just tape it in there. This way, when you slide your card in and out, it'll be nice and smooth. It won't have any like bumps and edges. It's going to be just like, now make sure that you give it a little bit of room. There you go for your, okay? Then we're going to go the same thing on this side. Phew, I almost forgot my handles. But then again, I could have just taken a glue dot and put that handle on with a glue dot and it would have worked just fine. But this way, like I said, it's nice and smooth this way. Put that handle down here. There we go. Now I have my handles all attached to my bag. Now let's do this again. Accordion fold this, although it's really still sticky, but I'm going to put a little bit more glue on there just in case. And now get the glue and put it down. There we go. It's so much better. Let me get these corners up here to line up, and now we have a little purse like that. Okay, now we're still leaving the bottom unfolded, unglued, nothing, wide open, just like that. Okay, okay. Let's go ahead and put this inside our card now. So we're going to open our card. Now it doesn't matter which side you start on. Well, whether you start this way or whether you start this way, it really doesn't matter. But this part here, we're going to put some glue just on here. Don't get any up here. We're going to take our, like this. I'm having trouble seeing that score line, but we'll see if I can't get her done. A little bit of glue just like that. Now I'm going to take this up and push that cardstock or that bag up to the fold line, and then just now making sure that it's centered this way too, and I'm going to fold that shut and then just press down, and now it's stuck to our bag or to our card inside like that. Now we're going to do the same thing here, just this piece here. We're going to put some glue. Now notice it's not folded. When I lay it down, it's flat and nothing's folded except the sides. I'm going to put a little bit of glue like this. Yep, and then I'm going to fold this shut, apply some pressure. And now ready? Let's see how we did. So we have the front of our card, and when we open it, now that little purse should pop open just like that. Cute and simple, right? This piece, let me put this away. This piece here that we've stamped and put that little strip of designer series paper on will fit nicely right under your purse here. Now I would make sure you look at the borders on the left, right, and bottom and focus on those to get those perfect. Don't worry about the border up here, but it should look pretty good all the way around. There you go. Okay, let's add. Then I'm gonna take, maybe if I can pick it up, my cone here and my ice cream, and I'm gonna add dimensionals. And on the cone part, I'm going to put dimensionals all over. On the ice cream part, I'm only going to put dimensionals up here at the top because we need to make our ice cream a little bit smaller, or make sure it fits on our card. Now let me show you the two different ones. The first card I ever made, I angled my ice cream this way. Then the other card I made, I angled my ice cream this way. So just beware, I like it better angled that way. I'm gonna make mine that way. I don't think either way is wrong. It's just your preference. So when I go to put it on there, we'll see what I do this time. But see, I tend to like it better this way. So I'm gonna put my cone all the way at the bottom here and kind of angle him. I didn't put any pressure on him so I can see. Let's see. Yep, he's gonna look good, I think, just like that. And I still have my room for my Make-A-Wish. Put that down. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of glue up here at the top, and that way my ice cream, when I put it on top, will be adhered very well. So I'm gonna take those dimensionals off. And then looking at the top of the card and the top of the tip of the cone, see where, and I can kind of push it down and get it so it's at the top of the card and looks like that. Right? Cute. Okay. Then with this piece, I'm going to take dimensionals, and I'm going to just set two of them right here on the card. Take those backs off. Then I'm going to take a glue dot and put it on this side, because this is what's going to stick to the cone. So I'm going to put a little glue dot like this, and then just take him and put him, and I want him so his words are up and down, and he's stuck like that. And then there you go. That fast, that simple. Now you have a really cute gift card holder card. Yeah? And like I said, your designer series paper might be different than mine, but look at all the different patterns and look how cute they are. I thought I had one more. He must have exceeded. Oh, no, here he is. There you go. So there's all the cards. That's card number 1. Okay, let's go ahead and get on to card number 2. Okay, so again, and you'll have to let me know what you think of the third card that I included in your packet. I thought he turned out pretty cute. Okay, third card looks like this, or I'm sorry, second card that we're gonna make looks like this. And this one, I don't like his bow. We're gonna use this one. I wanna redo the bow on that one. Oh, here's another card, the third card that I make for you. Let's go ahead and take our card base and fold it on that score line. Crisp fold here. Now we want to look here first of all. There's your bling, and we might take some of that and put it on the last card that we made. Okay, so we have a piece of very vanilla, vanilla that's a little strip like that. We have a piece of vanilla that's long and skinny like that, and then we have a piece like this. Now this is just going to be the inside. And then we need to keep this pecan. We're going to stamp on all these pieces here. So on this piece here, using pecan pie ink, I'm going to stamp that yum yum. Let me show you the stamp so that's in here. This little yum yum. And I'm going to stamp it twice on here. So once and twice. Okay. Nope, I'm not done with that. And then on the inside of the card, I'm going to go ahead and stamp that hope your day is sweet. And I really should have cleaned that before I took that gray and put it into my brown. Let's see how it turns out. Shoot, I totally forgot. Nope, looks okay. Don't think I hurt my stamp pad, doggone it. Okay, we're good. I'll tell you one more thing I did that I didn't put on the supply list is I brought in some pool party ink. And I'm gonna get those splatters that look like this. And I'm gonna just stamp those behind. Now, normally the inside of the card is what you wanna do. You look at this one on this card. Nope, that's this card. Too many cards. I stamped a little cherry down there. So there's lots of images in the stamp set that you could stamp instead of doing what I did. Lots of options. Okay, let's do, oh, we gotta stamp this first. So with that pecan ink again, pecan pie, I'm gonna stamp this great big ice cream cone. And really, I should be stamping on my Pierce mat, but I don't know where it's at, so I'm gonna just go for it here. Stamp that down, let that ink sink in nice. And this is just pecan pie ink on pecan pie paper. And look how pretty that turned out. Okay, let's do some die cutting now. Let me clean up a little bit, move some stuff around so I have room. We're gonna take this time, this ice cream die and cut out the ice cream cone. Not ice cream, I can't do two things at once. And I'm gonna use a little bit of green tape here just to hold my die in place. Let's go ahead and put it onto our platform. Like this. And then let's see if we can fit this strip on there too, because we're going to take that and those two pieces of ice cream again, this one and this one, and we'll cut all of those out. Oops, wait, my die moved a little bit off my paper. Let me fix him real quick. Okay. There we go. And then run it through our machine. Now we have all those little pieces and parts cut out. Okay, I'm going to take this piece here, and once again, we're going to go ahead, put that away, cut off that extra we have at the top. There, my scissor charm wasn't cooperating. We don't need all that extra room here. Okay, and then we'll get these pieces out. Our ice cream base, I guess that would be called the base, and this one. Again, I'm going to be careful when I pull him out because those itty bitty, or throw them across the room, those itty bitty little pieces of paper here are quite delicate, these little things here. Okay, we have those. Now we're going to glue those together, and I'm going to use the silicone mat and the sponge the same way I did the first time. See, now this is if your silicone mat has got glue like this, all you have to do is rub it and that glue rolls up and comes right off. Now when I'm all done with my card today, I will take a lint roller, I think that's what they're called, and just rub it, and it'll clean all of that up for me. In fact, we'll see if I remember to show you. If I remember, I'll show you at the end how to clean your mat. Okay, a little bit of glue. Bring in those sponges. Then when I'm done with the sponges, you see I put them in an airtight container, and then I can use them again and again. In fact, I've been using the same sponges for years. So lay this here. Again, we're going to pounce a little bit. Make sure our paper doesn't move because we only want glue on the bottom. Although, I'll be honest with you, this technique makes it like little daubs of glue, and then they roll off clean. Okay, let's put this right here on that ice cream cone, trying to get it straight with all those little delicate, there we go. Yep, and now we have our vanilla ice cream. My favorite. Okay, let me put my sponge away real quick, like that. Okay, we're in business now. We have all of our little pieces. Oh, here it is. Okay, our little yum, yum, yum. I'm gonna just cut those out. I want 3 of them, so I'm gonna go ahead and just not even, I think it's called messy cutting. Cut those out so they're not very precise. So you just want a piece of paper with the word yum on it. Do this one too, one more. There we go. And now let's go ahead and assemble our card. So we have our card base, a little bit of liquid glue on the back of this embossed piece. Layer that right there on the front of our card. Take the inside, put that on the inside of our card. Like that. Now on my ice cream, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cover the bottom with dimensionals, or the cone, I guess. And then on the ice cream, I'm only going to put dimensionals again on the top because we're going to have to make it a little bit shorter than what the dies actually, oh, I'm going to open that. I was going to close my lid, but make the dies, or make the ice cream cone a little bit shorter than what the dies actually do. The dies can actually make a really tall ice cream. When you put this on, make sure that you leave room because your ice cream is a little bit wider than your cone. So make sure you put your cone all the way to the bottom and then a little bit from the side so you have room for your ice cream to slide right there on top. Okay, then again, I'm going to take those backs off. I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue. There we go. A little bit of liquid glue at the top of the cone so that way my ice cream is very secure on there. Okay, maybe I'm not. Oh, yes, I am. There. My liquid glue wasn't going to cooperate for a minute. And then looking at the top of the card and the ice cream tip, I'm going to just slide it down so that they have a nice border. They don't hang off the top like that. Okay, 3 little dimensionals on the back of our yums here. And then we're going to kind of splatter those on our cards so they're not all facing, or they're not all symmetrical. I guess, I don't know, we just want to splatter them so they're all like it was thrown on there. Nothing. Oh, maybe I'm going to go this way. There we go. And then this one, I'll go the other way. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, let's tie a bow. So if you, just a little helpful hint, if you ever have baker's twine like this that has kinks in it, depending on how it was stored, a flat iron will take those kinks out very nicely. Just make sure that your baker's twine is a heat friendly. You don't want to scorch it or burn it or even melt it. So a little bit, cut my strings there. I'm going to take a glue dot and fold it in half. I'm going to just use my scissors here, fold that glue dot in half, and then set that right there on my cone, and then put my bow right over top. Cute, right? I think it's adorable. Love this card. Okay, then we have all of these little sprinkles that we can put on there. I'm going to use my take a pick tool and just grab, one, put one here, grab one, whoop. Now you should have plenty of these little embellishments because I don't think I used half this many on my card. So like I was saying, we could take Sorry, I can't do two things at once. Some of these embellishments and use them on the other card. Let's see, where do we need some more? Maybe here? Oh, we need one down here at the bottom. There we go. And how about one more right here? And look how cute that little ice cream is. Okay, like I said, now you have lots of extras. You could put it on your other card. You could use it on another project. But here are all my little ice cream cards. Ice cream swirl cards from Club this month. So we'll be using this bundle again at next month, which is June, excuse me, June. And in June, we'll be looking at the next bundle to be using Club for July and August. Alrighty, so there you go. That's how you put your packet together. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being a part of Club. I hope you have fun putting your cards together, and we'll see you again next month. Take care. Bye-bye.